last fire will rise. The last fire will rise behind those eyes. Black house will rock. Blind boys don't lie. Immortal fear. That voice so clear.
Hello, YouTubers. So as you may, some of you may have seen in a video I did a while back, or if you know me in person, you've seen my barbed wire tattoo, and I've also got the Ghostbusters symbol on this arm, and the Ghostbusters 2 symbol on this arm. Being as I'm wearing long sleeves, a little hard to show you, but I've shown those in a video a while back. So, you know, obviously tattoos are something that are on your body for the rest of your life. So they are something that you really need to think out and know, okay, this is what I want. Because the problem is, if you get something and decide later you don't like it, there ain't no going back. You know, you can get cover-ups depending upon what it is that you got, but that limits what you can get as a cover-up. So tattoos are really something that you really need to know what you want. I've always been the type of person who, you know, I'm not the type of person to make commitments and then back out of them. I tend to, you know, know what I want, you know, and I mean, you know, like with anybody, you know, you go throughout life and sometimes things change, but when it comes to stuff like this, I know what I want and I know I'm always going to want it. So I'm the type of guy who it takes me a while sometimes, you know, I always have ideas in my mind of other tattoos I possibly want, and they're kind of just thoughts, ideas. I don't have, like, exactly what it is that I want. So I wait a while, and I wait until I really do know something like, yeah, that's what I want. So recently, I actually started adding to a new tattoo, and what it's going to be is it's going to start to grow. As I go along, I'm going to add to it, and it's going to become like a whole theme, a growing piece. So, not sure if you'll be able to see it. I do have some pictures that I'll add to the video. But it's starting with Freddy and Jason. Again, I don't know on camera if I'm getting it on camera very well, so I will definitely, I have some pictures that I took of it right after it was done, and once it finally fully healed, that show, you know, it showed real good. So, I will show pictures in case if it's not on camera really well. So, but I finally got this idea that I was, you know, I wanted to do horror icons, and I figured start off with the big two, Freddy and Jason. So I think this is really awesome, and the pictures, I'm sure on camera you can't really see it, and the pictures don't even really do it justice because the detail is just amazing that the artist who did this tattoo for me put in. I mean, you know, Jason's mask looks dirty. It looks like an actual dirty hockey mask. There is texture to Freddy's skin, like his burnt skin. You can actually, like, it you know, it looks like skin. It's not just like, it's not like as though it was just artwork drawn on that. Like, it's almost like it jumps off the poster at you right there on my arm. So, funny enough, I got the idea for this from the weirdest place. At Brave New Worlds, my local comic book store, I started collecting the horror icon minis by Funko, the mystery minis, where, you know, you get the box, you open it up, you don't know what's in there until you open it. One of my gaming buddies at the group, he started collecting them, so I kind of got into it as well. And actually, I had gotten my very first one from Horror Block. From my very first Horror Block, I got, they happened to include a mystery mini. And mine wound up being Chucky. So then, you know, I found out that Brave New Worlds, my local comic book store where I do my gaming group, they had them. So when I saw that my friend was getting them, I started to get them as well. And that gave me the idea. I was kind of like, you know, that would be actually a really cool idea for a tattoo, to get, like, just, you know, the big name horror icons and start adding them as I go along. So I've got my appointment to go again at the end of this month as I'm filming this. I'm filming this in, like, mid-March. At the end of this month, I'm going back, and then my goal is to add probably Ash from the Evil Dead movies and Chucky from the Child's Play movies at that point. That's at least my thought right now. We'll see as I get there. So I personally highly recommend, if you live near my area, Tattoo Galaxy was the name of the place, and they have like 3 locations, but I was at the Feasterville location. My particular artist was named Steve Soda. I highly recommend that place, and I highly recommend that artist. But so I'm excited to see as this grows along, and I'll probably eventually, I'll get a bunch of different. I have a bunch of different horror icons in mind that I'll add to it as I go along, and there may be some lesser ones that'll kind of fade like into the background that won't be as featured as like Freddy and Jason and Ash will be, but it'll maybe be kind of in the background. And he said, as we go along, what we're probably going to do is add like some kind of a background, some kind of like spooky trees or graveyard looking background, something to kind of fill in some of the spaces. So it's really going to be a project that's going to grow over time. I'm excited to see to keep adding pieces to it. So feel free in the comments. Do you have any tattoos of your own, or you want to recommend good tattoo places that you've gone to, or whatever you want to talk about, or if you have suggestions for horror icons you think I should add as I go along. Okay, thank you, tubers. Have a nice day.
Cry, little sister.